What's up, guys? It is Tuesday, September 3rd, 2024. We're at the Bitcoin block height of 859,776. TikTok, next block. Hope you guys are doing well. I told you guys this a couple of months ago before the election season started to really kick in. I told you that the Trump derangement syndrome in this country was going to go up some levels or some notches of levels that we've never seen before. And I seen a couple of interviews today. I seen one on CNBC where the finance people in the morning, that one guy, I forget his name, he was interviewing a Republican, a never Trumper, a traitor to this country. And then I watched Piers Morgan do an interview or debate with Anthony Scaramucci, Chunk Yogurt from Young Turds, another girl, a blonde-head Republican girl, conservative, and then Vinny from the from Patrick Bet-David show. And Anthony Scaramucci and Chunk Yogurt, obviously they both have Trump derangement syndrome. And then the other guy had Trump derangement syndrome on CNBC. Let me put you guys on some game a little bit, right? So in these interviews or these debates or whatever, the guy on CNBC, the Republican, he was basically saying that the reason he's not going to vote for Trump because he's against democracy and everything else, and because of January 6th and stuff. And then the other two, Cenk and Anthony Scaramucci, were saying that Trump is, this and that, just talking bad. They never can tell you about Kamala Harris's policy. It's just you have to vote for Kamala because it's a binary choice, and we just can't let Trump in, right? Basically, long story short. So this is exactly why, one of the many reasons why I don't trust politicians. I'm not a Republican, and I never will be a Republican, right? So here's the game, guys. You have, and I said this before, there's four parties in this country, right? I told you about the establishment wings of the Republican and the Democrat Party. You got the MAGA, and then you got the far, far extreme left, right? Well, the establishment wing of the Republican Party, the neoconservatives, the neocons, or the Dick Cheney, George Bush wing of the party, they want the exact same things as the Democrats want. And what do the Democrats want? This is both sides of the Democratic Party, the far left and the establishment wing of the party. They want to make money, the politicians, by printing more money and making more money. They want to work for their donors, which is the big bureaucracies, the military-industrial complex, and the people that are paying them. And they want to print a bunch of money and put a bunch of pork in the bills, and they want to do all these favors for this person and that person so they can make money and get elected and be at the parties. And they also want forever wars, and they want the border open. Okay. Now, most of you might be saying, well, what do you mean a Republican wants the borders open? Well, if you look back at Donald Trump when he was in office, when he was talking about building the wall, of course, all the Democrats were against him, of course. But there were some Republicans that weren't doing it either. And see, the Republican Party, now I'm talking about the establishment wing of the party. I'm not talking about the MAGA, because there wasn't a MAGA wing of the party in 2016. They started coming around in 2020, but they weren't around in 2016. And they don't want the border closed because they make money when the border's open, right? They don't have any policies, the establishment wing of the Republican Party. Okay, they don't. All they do is they just go against the Democrats, right? They want to be in the parties. They want to go to the parties, be in the in crowd, get elected, make more money, work for their donors and not their constituents. And they want forever wars. They don't want to go against, unless the Democrats just go absolutely nuts, like the far wing of the left. And I'm talking about the people that are even past Kamala Harris. I'm talking about the socialists, communist, Marxists that are backing Hamas, and they want they want a lot of crazy stuff. Even those people are too. Kamala Harris doesn't even go far enough for these people, right? That's why Jill Stein and the rest of them dress in things that make the Israelis mad. Okay, I'll just say that. But it's all a game, guys, right? These Republicans, these never Trumpers out here that have TDS, they will literally vote against their own country to go with Kamala Harris. They will say, I'm going to vote for Kamala Harris because Kamala is the lesser of two evils and we can't let Trump in, right? And the reason why is because Trump is completely against everything that these people stand for, these establishment Republicans. Again, just because someone's a Republican does not mean they're on America First side. Okay, this is why I will never be a Republican. And that's the game, guys. Republicans, for the most part, are supposed to be conservative. If that's the case, why are they printing so much money? Just because they print less money than the Democrats does not mean they're fiscally conservative, because they're not, right? Even their ideals are not conservative, because a lot of these people will do things that are outside the, conservative circle, let's say, like, things on abortions and things on other things that conservatives go with. They'll go completely against that to give to their donors and be a part of the club. And as I'm looking at these people, these Republicans, these traitors, this establishment wing of the party, all I keep thinking to myself is, how do you sleep at night, man? You know what I mean? But thankfully, a lot of these people are going to be out of office in the next few years. Not this 2024 election cycle. Some of them will. But by the time 2028 comes around, a lot of them will be gone. And again, we need term limits, guys. But the Republican Party is morphing into a MAGA party, an America First party. And once it becomes 100% America First, I will register myself as a Republican, because that means that, I know I said I'd never be a Republican, but if, it's all America First. And again, this is not about Donald Trump, because it won't happen under Donald Trump's watch. It may not even happen in Donald Trump's lifetime. This is cycles down the road, and I mean 4-year cycles down the road. And it's going to take a decade and a half, 2 decades to do this, But when you watch these people talking on these shows and having debates, and they're teaming up with Democrats about Donald Trump, it just shows you that the level of Trump derangement syndrome these people have. Because again, Trump goes against everything these people are for, right? They don't want the wars to end. You think they want to stop sending money to Israel and Ukraine? Of course not, right? You think they want to stop printing money? You think they want the border to really be closed? No, because if the border is closed, they can't make any money, the establishment wing of the party, and they can't go against the Democrats. Because they say, because they want the Democrats to be in charge and be and have the power, these establishment Republicans, so they can blame the Democrats for having the border open. But they really don't want the border closed. You see what I'm saying? It's all a game. They don't stand for their own policies. They just say, we're against the Democrats. But they're really not. Again, as long as the Democrats don't go crazy, they're right along with them. They'll argue in the Senate. They'll argue in the House and stuff like that in Congress. But at the end of the day, when you see those uniparty bills, those bipartisan bills, those are uniparty bills. And in today's political environment, if you as a Republican team up with anything that a Democrat does and you vote for them, I'm sorry, you are a traitor to this country. You know what I mean? The Republicans that do this are, again, they're wolf in sheep's clothing. It's one thing to be a Democrat. We know you're a demon. But to sit there and act like you're friends with the America First movement and you're all good and everything, but then you turn around and side with these people. Again, just look at the bills. Look at the omnibus bills. Look at the pork they put in all these woke bills and oh my gosh, it's just crazy. Because I watch a lot of this stuff. I watch a lot of the arguments back and forth on the House floor and stuff, and then they always cave to them. They always cave to the Democrats, the swamp, and the uniparty. And I'm telling you, man, it's a travesty what's going on in Congress. Because I'm telling you this right now, we are not sending our best up there. You know what I mean? I think it should be a criteria. Me personally, I think it should criteria that no one outside of people of the constituents should be able to give to these people. Don't donate money to these people. Because again, if you donate to someone, if you donate to a political candidate, who do they work for? Who does that person work for? They work for the person that paid them. And again, watch who pays them and watch how they vote. And that's where you see them coming. And I'm telling you right now, when you look at some of these bills that these Republicans have signed, you just have to ask yourself, how can you say you're a conservative or America First? You can't. So this makes me sick, man. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. And again, guys, despite all the money printing, the forever wars, the gas prices out of this world, inflation going through the roof, despite all that stuff, guys, America First movement is here to stay. It really is. And this is why I'm so glad RFK Jr., despite being a Democrat, right? Tulsi Gabbard, despite being a former Democrat, are part of this America First movement. Vivek Ramaswamy, he's not a Republican. He's like a libertarian. You know what I mean? He's part of the America First movement. You know what all these people have in common? They all went to a conference, a certain conference of the most powerful money in the world. They went in 2023. Vivek Ramaswamy, he went to the Libertarian Party too. Convention. But Donald Trump went to this convention. JFK, Tulsi, and RFK and Vivek Ramaswamy all went to this convention. You know what I mean? Down in Tennessee, and it's going to be Las Vegas here next year in May. I don't know if I'm going to go to it or not, but they may disagree on some things, but they all have something in common. They want hard money. They want us to be out of debt. They want to put something on the reserve as a reserve asset. We have to pay off this debt somehow. We have to get out of this crazy debt cycle we're in. Because this is, I mean, do you guys understand how much $1 trillion is? We're $35 trillion in debt. And the money spigot is going to be turned on like we've never seen before, right? But despite that, these people are coming together as an Avenger team, like a Justice League team, to stop these things as an America First coalition. And there's only one way, guys, to pay off the debt, get us out of this monetary calamity we're in, and to save our family and our future, this country's future for financial collapse. And if I had to take a guess, I think you guys already know what it is. It's the best way to save. And for me, the only way to save. And that's Bitcoin. I love each and every one of you, and I'll talk to you soon. Peace and love, guys.